my Fibroblast recovery a year and almost a half later. We're about a year and 4 months in. I got it done in March of March of 2021. And everybody saw me freaking out. I want to be completely transparent here. Since then, I have done a lot to try to completely heal it. You can see that I have tons of problems with my skin in general. I tried to find the absolute best light. But I really, really want to focus on, if you can see it, the line that goes right here. It's like an indentation on both sides of my eyes right there from the fibroblasting. I don't know if you can see it. It's definitely, well, you can see it a lot on this side. See that line right there? That's one of the things that I've battled the most. I've had a little bit of sinking that has happened there. So I'm going to switch my camera around now that you've seen this. Obviously, my skin is not great. I have problems with hyperpigmentation in general. You can see that. I do daily regimens of all kinds of stuff I'll show you, but I'm not the right skin type for it. And not only with the pigmentation, because you can see the pigmentation, but also these indentions are what really, really frustrate me. I wish you could see it better. So I picked the absolute worst lighting I possibly could. I mean, unflattering, the most unflattering lighting that I possibly could, so you could see all of the problems that are going on here. But I wanted to talk you through kind of everything that I have done to try to recover from this fibroblasting. Again, I feel like you can see the line better on this side. So first of all, to be completely transparent, I obviously have fake lashes, and I said the lip blushing done. So this is completely fresh faced. I have had fillers to try to fill in the lump that I permanently seem to have right here. I've done microneedling. I even, with my people that I went to get my microneedling done, talked to them about getting my own microneedling pen. So I microneedle my own face. I do a regimen every single night of some spot cream, which has a whole list of things. It's got hydroquinone, it's got retin-A, it's got niacinamide, tretinoin, kojic acid. It's got a whole bunch of stuff. This stuff is really, really strong, and it will like just take off layers of skin. As I have used it more regularly, my skin doesn't peel as often, but I have used this. This stuff has been, to me, the best thing. It's from the company Muesli. They do that online. I've used these eye patches, the silicone eye patches under my eyes to try to like hide the puffiness. The fillers obviously were the best help for that line right there. And I probably will continue to do that right through here. And it also helps with the dark circles, but it definitely, they pulled it all the way through the line to kind of plump that up a little bit. So that's been awesome. I've discovered the Ordinary products. I know that's not news to a lot of people, but this glycolic acid solution, and this is their peeling, I guess it's just a peeling solution that you're supposed to do like once a week or once every few weeks. I'll do this here and there. I've tried so many things to try to get my skin to clear up. A lot of people have recommended things to me. I appreciate everybody's recommendations. I really have been like trying my best to do everything that I possibly can to make my full skin look good. I go back and forth with the retin-A, hydroquinone. You're not supposed to continuously take hydroquinone. So when I don't do this, I'll just do retin-A, and I think it's 0.05. So it's pretty strong, but I also have a higher dosage of retin-A that I may start to try to move up to. Maybe eventually I'll get rid of all this, but I wear sunscreen every single day. And apply it multiple times. I have powder sunscreens that I reapply. I don't know, at this point I'm kind of like at my wit's end in regards to my skin in general, but the fibroblasting was definitely not something that I personally would recommend, especially if you have problems with melasma. I did not used to have skin like this when I got pregnant a long time ago, 17 years ago. my skin definitely started changing. I had really crystal clear skin, and I started to get patches on my forehead, and those patches like just sort of spread and got worse and worse over time. And then I started to have really bad acne because of the pregnancy, and it took about 10 years for me to finally clear that up. And I started taking recently the Flow vitamins, and they have helped me a ton with the acne breakouts that I had really bad forever right here. So I'm working on now. It's like there's not as much fresh acne there, it's just the scarring. But I think you can see the line pretty good. I don't know, right there, the indentation. So yeah, I've just been trying everything under the sun for years and years and years. I did go through a really rough patch. I went on a birth control that made my little patches of melasma sort of just like explode. And then I also did laser, not since I've done the fibroblasting, to try to remove it. And I believe for me, the laser did not help get rid of this because of my skin type. Again, there are charts out there that tell you what kind of skin types are not the best for fibroblasting. I am not the best for fibroblasting. I am not saying that this is bad for everybody under the sun. I am saying that this might not be the best plan for you. I will try to add a little picture right here of some of the charts that you can look at. There are tons of charts online that kind of talk to you about what skin types shouldn't be doing fibroblasting. And again, if you're the type of person that's keloid scars, or you tend to, your scars go dark. I even have like scars on my body from like car accidents and things like that, and all my scars always heal dark. So I'm not the type of person that is good for something like this. And I don't keloid scar, but I definitely scar dark. I was trying to see if I had any scars on my arms that I could show you, but I can't I can't find any. One thing that I wish I would have recognized are all the red flags along the way. A lot of you have pointed them out to me since then. And I did do Yelp searches, and I did do Google searches, and I went to a person that seemed to be highly recommended. So I wasn't just like shooting out to whoever the first fibroblaster was. This person came highly recommended, and so I thought, well, okay, these people can't be lying. So now, I'm learning a lot about people getting paid to write good Yelp reviews. So I don't know that I trust Yelp anymore. When I showed up there and she put the numbing cream on and kind of just sent me out in the hallway, that was red flag. I should have red flag number one. Red flag number two, which I didn't talk about in my first video, is while I was out there, the lady that was in there was getting microbladed, and she ended up, because she was in so much pain, ended up quitting early, and she was whining and like kind of moaning the whole time, which kind of got my heart rate up. She ended up leaving before finishing her microblading because it was just so painful for her, and I didn't experience pain like that from microblading. But you saw my video, the pain was worse than giving birth. It was the worst pain ever I've ever experienced. I would never, ever do that again, ever. The other red flag, as a lot of people pointed out in the video, that there's like a kid in the corner. I just kind of chalked it up to, oh, she didn't have a sitter for the day, and she just, But another one that a lot of people brought up is like, you signed paperwork. You can't be talking about this person. You signed paperwork. She's going to sue you. And I never signed a thing. And that probably should have been another red flag. Like, there's got to be, there was no pre-paperwork, no post-paperwork. She basically just gave me the cream and said, go. She talked me into coming back to get the cryotherapy, which supposedly helped the scabs pop up. So I did 2 rounds of cryotherapy facials with her, and that probably wasn't helpful either. I don't feel like it made any difference at all, and potentially maybe made it worse. I don't know. So yeah, it was just kind of like there were red flag after red flag, and I appreciate those people that pointed those out to me, and it's made me a lot smarter in the way that I proceed. I hope. I don't know. I do dumb things. So anyway, so hopefully I can get this all cleared up eventually with a few more years of a billion things. I really think that if I just am the most consistent with this retin-A hydroquinone, it's going to be the best. And then just really, really trying to stay out of the sun, which is definitely harder. I wear hats in the, anytime I'm out, but in the summertime, it's like really difficult, especially when everything that you do is outside. But I do keep a rolled up hat in my car and everything now. So I'm trying my best. If you have more recommendations, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys so much for your concern, checking in. Just do your research. Make sure that your person is somebody that is recommended to you from friends and friends and friends, and make sure it's not a Yelp review. And I don't know, like, I don't feel like my under eye wrinkles went away. The filler was a better option, under eye filler for me, because as soon as I healed up from all of that, healed up, I shouldn't say healed up. As soon as I, didn't have the scabs anymore, I had that indention, which made it look like my eyes were just so much more sunken in, and the wrinkles were just so much worse. So I just don't recommend it. Again, I know a lot of people have had great results, and more power to them. I actually did get fibroblasted at one point just on the back of my hand for like age spots, and that were little tiny spots, and that did help, and that worked for me to remove age spots.
I don't know.
For me, it's gonna be roll of the dice, I guess. I'm just staying away from it for good now. That's the decision I've made. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good day.